we have both set up and we are ready to go. So the Ninth Moon's Tree Sharks will start by launching the ball. And we roll a 5. That's going to put the ball 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here, of course, right in front of the guard. All right, we're going to take our first action, and it's going to be my guard. And he's going to move the movement of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slam your guard. Now I get 3 dice, plus 1 for moving, plus 1 because I am a guard. You're at 4 dice. My strength is a 4+. Are you going to dodge or slam back?
Slam back.
And your strength is?
4.
4s. All right, I have 2 successes, one of them being a 6, so I'll re-roll the 6 to get another miss.
I also have a 6.
And you have a miss. So,
I rolled the exact same.
with a draw, they both just turn to face each other. That could have been better. Okay. Well, what the heck? I'm going to use my second action to, you know what? I'm going to buy a card. In the new version of the game, every team can buy 1 card per round, even if they don't start with any. I am going to... And another neat thing about this new version is anytime you need to re-roll a die, you can discard a card to get a re-roll. So after you roll, like this really bad roll, and I want to re-roll it, discard a card, pick up a die, re-roll it. Maybe good things will happen. I'm going to move this jack. He's going to go... I'm not going to move this jack. I'm going to move this jack. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slam the striker. Another change for version 2 is jacks can make a full run on their slams or throws.
And I only get 3 dice?
If you're dodging and you are a striker, you get an additional die. So you're 4 dice.
I thought it was for skill checks.
No, for dodging is an agility check, and it's a striker gets the +1.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, good roll. I get 1, 6. Ah, that was a hit. All right, 4 successes to your 1 success. The difference is 3. So I've tripled you. That is a fan check. I'm going to flip that over. That's 2 fans. Put that down here for a future coaching die. I will push you back here. I will knock you prone. Now, before he makes his armor check, I have to decide if I'm going to follow up, which I will, and I turn to face. So with that, you need to make 3 armor checks, and your armor is 5 or better, I believe, for a striker. And there's 1 5. So he is going to be out for 2 rushes. And that's 2 of his rushes. So he's technically going to be out until the 6th rush. No, by the way, we forgot to move our turn counter up because we are on the 1st rush. All right, that jack did outstanding. Now, we are going to go ahead and play our card, which is jack or guard slam. And I'm going to take this jack, and he's going to go 1 and slam this guard from behind. Now, because he started in his rear arc, this is not a sucker punch. Had he started in his front arc, so say he was here and ran around him to hit him in the same action, that would be a foul. This is not a foul. And the guard will only be able to dodge with 3 dice, -1 for the threat from the other guard to 2 dice, -1 for being attacked from the rear. So the guard is at 1 die. And that was absolutely terrible. Because I have no successes on 4 dice. To your no successes. So I do turn you around. So the only thing that happened there was I did remove the threat off of the ball, which is what I was hoping to do, but not as a laughing stock for that jack. So this striker is going to go 1, 2, 3 and pick up the ball. Now, picking up the ball is 3 dice. because he's a striker, he gets a 4th die. And I need 4s or better. Don't need to roll the 6 because I did double. That gives me the free action. So he's going to pick up the ball. And I know that these new bases have holes in them, but with my fat fingers, it's not going to work. So his free action will be to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now this striker is going to take his last action to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going to throw. Okay, shortest route is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All the routes are not blocked. It is a good throw, and let's roll to see what happens. So 3 dice, +1 because he is a striker, -1 because he moved, -1 because he's throwing at a small target. So 2 dice, needing 4s or better. And he fails. So the ball will scatter using the scatter template over here. 1 towards the visiting coach. It's going to go 2, and it's going to go, if it's 1. Say if it was big enough, it might have come back to me. So it'll go that direction, and it'll stop in that hex. And that will end my rush because I have lost control of the ball. I will clean up the board, and I will now move the ref. And the ref will move 6 hexes. And where can I be the most annoying with the ref at this moment? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to put the ref right there. Okay, and with that, it is now my opponent's turn. And the All-Stars may take their first rush.
Alright. Spend my first action. Take this guy off the bench. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna dash. It's the ball.
Okay. So he's making a run action, a dash, because he only moves 5. Dash is a speed test, and it's going to be 3 dice because he is a striker. Needing. Is your speed? 4s or better. 1, 4 will do it. There's a 6, so doesn't need to roll the 6 again because 1 is all he needs. So he's dashed into the hex with the ball. He now must attempt to pick up the ball. So he's 3 dice +1 because he's a striker, so 4 dice. And we have 1 success. Try to roll him on the board so the people at home can see. So he does have 1 success, so he successfully picked up the ball, which is good because had he failed that pickup, his rush would be over, the ball would scatter, and it would be my turn with the ball way down at his end and him not really doing anything. So that will end his first action. Your second action, sir, you did successfully pick up the ball.
Let's see. So they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna move this jack here as my second action, and go.
Potential pitch invasion by the feline.
Alright, I'm gonna move her. Move him right there.
So you turn the striker around, get ready for a pass.
Alright, I'm gonna play my Jacker striker throw.
Okay. Playing a card on the striker with the ball, I assume.
Yeah, and my length, I'm gonna move my guard.
Okay. So the All-Stars have a really cool ability. Let me show it to you real quick. That is players with this ability, and they all have the ability. Anytime he plays an action card, he can pick another player and make a free run with that player. This is really cool for getting players moved up and down the pitch fairly easily. So,
go 1, 2, 3, 4.
And it is a run. It is not a slam. It's not a throw. It is a run action.
And 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna make a dash as part of this run.
Dash 3 dice. And he makes it.
All right. So now for my throw, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And since he ran right behind my guy, there is no threat.
Yeah, he's facing that way.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw the ball to my other striker.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's talk about throws real quick. Starts with 3 dice, plus 1 because he's a striker, minus 1 because he moved. Now, for every 3 hexes, after the first 3 hexes, 1, 2, 3, he's going to lose a die. So for 4, 5, 6, he'll lose 1 die. 7, 8, 9, he'll lose an additional die. The farthest throw is 9. So for this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he's going to lose 1 additional die. He's down to 2.
All right.
And we have a 4 and a 5. Now, the way the throwing works is he has thrown a very accurate pass. Now, the player who's catching it gets as many successes as the throw to attempt to catch. Now, since he's a striker, he gets an additional die. So 2 successes, he gets 2 dice, plus the additional for being a striker to catch the ball. Had he only had 1 success or even no successes, since the other player is a striker, he would get that 1 die to attempt to catch. If it was a jack, he would have to use a coaching die, or it would be an inaccurate pass and would scatter from the player catching the ball. So 3 dice to catch. 1 success will do it. And 2 is all he needed because he now gets the free action.
All right. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, hand him the ball.
Yeah. And that was all in 2 actions, I believe.
That was all in 2 actions and a card.
All right.
So he had an action. He had an action.
Yeah. Oh, the actions are here. Okay. And I'm gonna spend my action on this guy to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And slam, I assume?
Yep.
All right. I have a jack who will slam back on 3 dice to his guard, slamming with 5 dice. And I have 2 successes. I'm going to roll that 3 because I have a 6. And I have 2 successes.
I have 4.
And he has 4 successes. So you double me. So you will push me back and knock me down.
Push you back right there.
All right. Will you follow up?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
It'd be a great place to just go right there. I know what you're doing. All right. With that, that is your action list. So remember when I talked about painting your models and putting numbers on them so you could use these over here? This is what I'm talking about. You'll have tokens everywhere, but they're not painted yet. Fresh out of the box. So we'll deal with it.
All right.
You have 2 actions, sir.
You have to make your armor check.
I do have to make an armor check. Thanks for reminding me. He is a jack. I only get 3 dice, and my jack needs 4s or better, and I need to make 2 of them. And I have 3, so he will stay on the pitch uninjured.
All right. Second action, I will run this guy 1, 2, 3, 4, and make a slam.
All right, using a jack to slam my jack in the rear.
So
My jack starts with 3 dice. -1 for taking it in the rear. -1 for the threat. 1 die. And his jack with 4 dice. Needing 4s. I have a 3. I have no successes.
I have a 4 and a 6.
And another 6. And a 3. So 3 to my 1, or 3 to my none. That is a fan check because you did triple me.
Oh, yeah.
That's 1 fan.
All right.
And where are you going to push me? And then knock me over, and I will make an armor check.
I'll push you there. And I won't follow up.
Okay. And I needed 3. I have 1. So he is out for 2.
All right. And
Last action.
last action, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and throw.
And throw. So, he will start with 3 dice, +1 because he is a striker, -1 for the distance to the target because it's at 4 hexes and you lose 1 as soon as you hit 4. -1 for a small target, -1 because he moved. So he is going to make this shot on 1 die, needing a 4 better. You can do it!
Oh, yeah.
And a misses with a 2. Wow, we're getting lots of 2s on the strike attempts. Okay, so with that, roll for scatter.
5.
It is 5. 5 is back this direction. And how far will it go? 2. 1, 2. Right in front of the guard. Of course. Now, the way the walls work, let me move him. And it hits here, it'll go out the opposite direction. So it comes in here, goes this way. The only ones where it'll come and go straight back out are these corner hexes, because they have 3 possible directions, so it'll always just come in and out. So if you come at this direction, it'll go out the opposite way. For this one, it would go here and then bounce up this direction. All right. So with that covered, we now need to move the ref, and the ref will move 1. And our feline friend is back trying to invade our pitch. Move the ref 1.
Oh, not there.
We will clean up your tokens.
For 3.
Oh, actually, I'd already drawn it, but that'll work too.
Oh,
So move the ref 3.
2.
All right. It is now rush 3. I've already moved. And the ball is down here. And, your player in sin bin number 2 goes down to number 1. Okay. I will start by purchasing a card. Not really sure that's going to help me much. May become a reroll, which is a really cool new addition. Thank you, Mantic. Okay, what to do? All right, let's go. He is going to... Wow, okay. Let's go, and he's going to come off the bench. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dash. Attempt to pick up the ball. At a -1. Yeah, we can do it. All right. First action for this striker is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, when you move, facing does not matter until you stop. And sprinting, it does matter. Well, I'm sure we'll have a sprint here shortly. He's going to dash into that hex. 3 dice on a dash, needing... It's my speed, so 4s. He makes it. And now he's going to attempt to pick up the ball, which would normally be 3 dice plus 1 because he's a striker, -1 because of the threat. So 3 dice, needing 4s or better. Oh, no! All right, I have failed the pickup, which means the ball will scatter. I knew after that great roll that was going to happen. Oh, I am going to discard my card and re-roll 1 of these dice. Otherwise, I am in trouble. Ah, and it fails. Okay, so the ball will scatter. And the ball 1 is at the guard. So 5. It's going back here, and it's going to go 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. And not only did I fail the pickup, but I have ended my rush because I have lost control of the ball. So, it's now going to go to rush 4. I will move the ref 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will sit and pout now. He comes back down, and it is back to the All-Stars.
Okay. First action, I'm going to buy a card.
Purchasing the card.
First action, to run this guy up 1.
And slam.
Yes.
Okay. I will dodge. And I get 4 dice to dodge. And I have 1 success. Oh, my dice are killing me tonight.
I got 2.
And you have... Your
2.
strength is... Oh, 5, so I'm sorry. Okay, 2. So you have doubled me. So push me back. Knock me over. I get 3 dice at 5s or better. Will you follow up?
No.
And I have successfully made the save.
Alright.
And it's to your second action.
Alright. Third
Hold
action.
on just a moment.